Well, I mean, speaking in regards to calling, we know that all Christians who receive Christ have been called, according to Ephesians 2, that they have been, they're God's workmanship created in Christ Jesus. He has prepared good works beforehand that they should walk in them. So everyone is called to do something for the kingdom. And when I think of calling in people's lives, two parables come to mind of Jesus. They're both parables where Jesus speaks about a master entrusting his servants with a certain amount of money. One's in Luke and one's in Matthew. And in one, Jesus calls 10 servants, and the master gives them each 1 talent, or 1 mina. And they are all called to do business until the master comes back. And so they all go out with their one. One servant multiplies it to 10, one servant multiplies it to 5, and the other servant buries it in the ground. And when the master gets back, he calls that servant a wicked servant because they didn't even take what the master had entrusted to them to multiply it. In the other parable, Jesus speaks about the master giving 3 servants different amounts of talents. One he gives 5, one he gives 2, and one he gives 1. And what I love about these parables is that the 10 servants all received 1, which is a symbol of us as Christians. We all have the same gospel. We all have at least one thing that God has called us to multiply in our calling for the kingdom, to do business about our Father's business, and that is multiplying that gospel that we have. So we all know, am I called? Well, we all know we're all called to at least carry the gospel and to take it to those who need Jesus in whatever way God entrusts us to and gives us opportunity to. But then the other one, each person also has a different amount of gifts, of talents, of things that God's entrusted them to steward in this life. And I think it's not about how much you have, but it's about recognizing that whatever God's given me, I need to faithfully steward it, and I need to multiply it for His kingdom. And when people come to me and they say, I think I'm called, how do I know if I'm called? My encouragement was something Chuck Smith always told us in School of Ministry, and that is, if you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, just go start doing something. Serve the Lord in some capacity and by faith, and let Him multiply your calling and lead you and guide you along the way. So I would just say, if you feel called, start serving. Start serving others. Start doing what you know God has called you to do in His Word.